Hello everyone. In today's video, we are gonna see what is cPanel and how to use it. This is a beginner-friendly guide to understand and manage your web hosting control panel. Let's dive into the video. Firstly, what is cPanel? cPanel is a widely recognized Linux-based web hosting control panel that provides a graphical user interface to simplify website and server management tasks. cPanel acts as an intermediary between users and server operating system, and it makes complex server administration accessible to users of all technical levels. What are the key benefits of cPanel? Firstly, it is simplified for management. It eliminates the need of command line interactions, and also it is used for streamlined operations. It simplifies tasks for both beginners and experienced users. Thirdly, it has a click and point interface. It has intuitive tools that make server management more accessible. Now, what are the key features of cPanel? cPanel gives you a file manager which helps you upload file from your local computer, and file manager also helps to edit code and text files directly in your browser. It helps to delete unwanted files and directories and adjust file permissions for security, same as your file manager in your local PC. It also provides email account option. You can create professional email addresses. You can manage mailbox quotas and forwarders. You can deploy spam filters to reduce unwanted emails, and you can also access email through web-based interface. Thirdly, domains. You can host multiple distinct websites in cPanel. You can create subdomains for different sections and set up domain redirects and modify DNS records via the zone editor in cPanel. Now the other is databases. Databases means you can simply create and manage your MySQL databases. You can add database users for CMS like WordPress, and you can access PHPMyAdmin for advanced tasks. You can also run SQL queries and manage data. The other feature is the metrics, where you can track visitors, unique users, and page views. You can monitor your CPU, RAM, disk, and the I/O usage. You can also keep track of bandwidth consumption and generate reports with AWS Stats Log Analyzer. Last but not the least is security. You can install and manage SSL certificates. You can block specific IP addresses or ranges. You can enable two-factor authentication, and you can also protect against DDoS attacks and spam. Now, this is how cPanel works. This is a quick graphic that visualizes a cPanel interface. Here's the dashboard. Here are the file managers stats, the visitor statistics, and the different features. The navigation feature includes a search bar where you can search field in the top right corner for quick access to specific cPanel options. And here are some organized sections, which means like featured groups into logical icon based sections for easy navigation. You can also personalize your dashboard by collapsing section or reordering them. And for contextual help, you can help icons next to each feature, provide specific documentation and explanation. Now, using File Manager. What is a file manager? File Manager is a web-based interface within cPanel that allows users to directly manage their website files and folders. It also eliminates the need of a separate FTP client, and it manages files directly through your browser. Here are some common actions you can do using your file manager. You can upload files from your computer to a web server. You can edit or modify your code, your file directly through the cPanel file manager interface. You can delete unwanted files and directories, and you can also organize your files by creating, moving, copying, or renaming your file and by any other means. And here is the interface preview of the cPanel file manager. Here is the file manager, here are your different files, and you can edit and modify it something like this. Now let's talk about managing domains. In domain C for cPanel, you have three sub features. First is the add-on domains, second is subdomains, and third is DNS settings. For add-on domains, you can host multiple and distinct websites under a single cPanel account. Each domain operates as a fully functional independent website. You can share the same hosting resources, and it manages several websites from one cPanel interface. For subdomains, subdomain is like an extension of your main domain, for example, blog.yourdomain.com. Subdomains is used to organize different sections or functionalities. It is created under your primary domain, and you can point to a specific directory within your hosting account. For DNS settings, it is mainly used to manage your DNS records such as aname record, cname record, mx record, or txt record. You can control how your domain points to your server, and you can enable services like email functionality. For email management in cPanel, here is a quick overview where you can create email accounts through the steps given here. You can access email accounts in cPanel. You can navigate to the email account section. You can define your email addresses, for example, user@yourdomain.com. You can set a password for it, and you can set a mailbox quota like only 1 GB per mailbox. And for the webmail access, you mostly get the Roundcube webmail. You can also get the Horde webmail, which is more traditional and customizable interface. To access the webmail, you can navigate to yourdomain.com/webmail or click access webmail link in the cPanel. For database and security, cPanel provides different interface for different databases. Like for MySQL, you have the phpMyAdmin. For PostgreSQL, you have the php-pg-admin. And now we are taking example of MySQL databases. For MySQL databases, it has a streamlined creation. It's a simple process of creating and managing MySQL databases. And for user management, you can create and manage database users with ease. There's also a CMS support, which is fundamental for WordPress, Joomla, and Drupal operation. Now for phpMyAdmin you can access for advanced database administration. You can execute SQL queries, you can import or export your database data, and you can also optimize your database performance. For security features, you can have the SSL TLS management section where you can install and manage SSL certificates. You can have the free Let's Encrypt certificates by AutoSSL. And there's also the IP blocker, which controls access by blocking different IP addresses. It also protects against malicious access attempts. And lastly is two-factor authentication, where there's an additional security layer to log in. It requires code from your mobile authenticator to log into your cPanel. Now, here are some best practices and common mistakes that people make while using cPanel. For best practices, you can have a regular backup, like you can use features like Backup Wizard for automated backups. You can create full backups of your files, databases, email, and store backups off-site for security. Now, in the software updates, you can update your CMS, themes, plugins very regularly, and you can use Softaculars for app management. There's a safe file management practice that you can use, where you can exercise caution when using file manager and also understand core directories like public HTML. Here are some common mistakes that people make while using cPanel, like deleting core files, for example, deleting your public HTML file. This accidental deletion can break your entire website, and you can always verify files before deleting it. Wrong DNS edits. Wrong DNS edits can uh, cause errors that can disrupt your website and email. You can review DNS changes carefully before doing anything to your DNS, and taking no backup is a very common mistake, like which leaves your website very vulnerable to data loss. So always keep a data before making any changes. Now, why choose cPanel? cPanel is accessible to all the users. It simplifies web hosting to users for all technical skill levels, from beginners to experts. There's a centralized management system where you can consolidate the complex server tasks into a single intuitive interface, and the time saving, where you can streamline operations, saving valuable time for both beginners and experienced users. Now, if you are ready to get started with cPanel, you can begin managing your web hosting environment through a intuitive graphical user interface and discover how cPanel makes your website more accessible. To get cPanel web hosting, you can visit bisup.com to get your cPanel web hosting in affordable prices. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you like it, please drop a like and don't forget to share and subscribe the YouTube channel.